Hello nieces, hello nephews, it's your Uncle Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we do unbiased price action analysis. And guys, I have to tell you, the greatest, number one trade setup of all time is the false breakdown setup. Especially, and I mean especially when the overall trend, as we can see, since October 2022 low, alright? Especially when the overall trend is bullish. The false breakdown setup is the greatest setup of all time. You can like literally make a living just trading that setup. Okay, level to level style with runners. Pretty interesting day today. Okay, another nice buy the dip, big pop to the upside, piss off the bear type of day. Okay, it started off a little tricky here. First setup of the day was the breakdown of the 417.5 play setup. Not gonna lie, when 417.5 broke down, I alerted it to the group. I took that trade. It didn't work out well for me. I ended up losing $150 on the trade, but it's not a bad loss. Uncle Charles pretty good with risk management. But what happened there? Broke down 417.5, did not hold on the back test. Okay, I did not sit there and bag hold and cry. Like, oh man, I lost money. No, I traded this like a sheep. And what we do is, as a sheep, if one setup don't work, we hop on the next setup. We treat these setups like they're buses. You miss one bus, you catch the next bus. Bah! Anyways, once 417.5 was recaptured, you can see on that 10-15 candle, it even back tested as a support. And we found buying pressure. But once 417.5 was recaptured, holy moly, did it trigger a nice pop to the upside. The false breakdown setup was incredible, guys. Keep this in mind. It was all alerted in the group in real time. Amazing. Beautiful. Went as high as 422.9-ish. Okay, now that's what we need to talk about, guys. That interesting 422.9-ish level. Now, if I zoom out a little bit on this 15-minute chart, you guys can see here, back on May 30th and today, we got some selling pressure from that 422.9 level, okay? Now, don't get too excited before we start screaming double top and get bearish. Remember, the only time Uncle Charles trusts a rejection from resistance is when we break down support, okay? Now, this happened towards the end of the day when we rejected from that 422.9 level. We got a little bounce. Not going to take that bounce too serious since it was at the end of the day. Would love to see, and I can't wait to see what happens tomorrow on a Friday. Okay? Been pretty volatile lately on Fridays. And so basically, right? If this is truly a double top, we want to see a breakdown support. And of course, I'm going to give you those support levels. So 422.9 is the new sell zone based on this double top that we have here. 422 was a support level. All right. It was a resistant level as well. Okay. If that cannot hold as support, I want to see a breakdown 420. Breakdown of 420 would be bearish because it's not like the other breakdowns of 420 that we had recently. This breakdown of 420 has the double top behind it. Okay, so it'll make it it'll add to your reasoning to why you should short if 420 breaks down. Okay, that is when I would turn bearish because this is a pretty decent breakout. I've been talking about pathetic breakouts of 420 lately. Okay, but today, the market, this is actually a decent breakout. All right, so 420.9 is the sell zone. If 420 breaks down, look to short. All right. Based on this double top, 420 breakdown would be a good for shorts to target 418.2. That interesting 417 point level. All right. Definitely if 417.5 is lost, that would definitely be bearish. Putting 416 and 414 back in play. These are my levels, guys. Please add them to your charts. All right. Uncle Charles mentioned above 417.5 and 418 yesterday to be bullish. So hopefully in the video. So hopefully you guys was able to make some bank today. Traded like a sheep. Now, as far as being bullish, obviously it needs to continue to hold 420 lowest, all right? We don't want to see 418.2 or 417.5 tested again. Those are well tested already, and we got a decent breakout of 420 this time. So if it tests as support, want to see a hold. It has to hold, strong bounce. It needs to go above 422 and clear 420.9. If it clears, we can round it to 423, okay? If it clears 423, all right, we round it to 423. If it clears 423, my next target for the SPY would be 425. If we zoom left, all right, make it the candles a little bigger. If we zoom left here, we see that we have a gap right over here between August 18th and August 19th of 2022. All right, August 18th to August 19th of 2022. The start of the gap is at 425. All right, it's around 425. And to fill the gap is at 427. Okay, I'll change it to pink. That will be the next target zone. All right, 425 and 427 if 423 can clear. All right, we got a gap zone up there. Finally filled 422 gap. Let's see if we can fill that gap at 425 to 427 zone. 423 must clear. If it does, double top is canceled. Look to long. All right, so let's make this simple for tomorrow, guys. Below 420, look to short. 418.2, 417.5 are targets. Take most profits there. Leave a runner. Your runner stop loss should be at either break even or slightly in profit, and let it ride. All right. If the market decides to trend, your runners will catch that home run move for you. If your stop loss is hit, guess what? You still came out green on the trade. All right. You got out at break even on the runners. All right. So above 420.9 or 423 long, below 420 short. Anything in between, the market could be looking to base again. Hopefully it doesn't base. Triple Q, beautiful. All right, this white line right here, that's that 349.7 level. All right, that's the 61.8 fib level, very critical level. This orange line right here, that's a 348 level. I mentioned, guys, if 348 clears, look to long. If 346.5 fail, look to short, because we could go down and fill the area of imbalance. Instead, Triple Q decided to recapture 348 and 349.7, and it hit our 351 and 353-ish targets. It was amazing. Now, Triple Q did clear 351. This 351 level is a pretty critical level. Let me explain. I'm going to go to the higher time frame. This is the daily chart right here. I'll scroll to the left. All right. Now, the yellow lines, that's my Fibonacci level from the March 2020 low. All right, after COVID dropped all the way up to all-time high. 351 is the 23.6 fib level. So 351 is no regular level. This is a very critical level, and the Triple Q recaptured that today. That's pretty bullish in my opinion. So for tomorrow, as long as Triple Q is above 351 with 349.7 lowest, all right, 349.7 is the 61.8 fib level from the downtrend from all-time high down to October low. So these fib levels are different levels from different structures, but they're both very critical for bulls to defend tomorrow if bulls want more upside, okay? If you are a bear, look to short below 351 and 349.7 to play that false breakout setups. I talk about how awesome the false breakdown setup is. Well, the false breakout setup is pretty awesome as well, but play it level to level with runners. Got to play it smart and tactically. Now, here's IWM. 175 recaptured once again, and it closed just below this yellow trend line. If it clears 176, 177.5, and 180 is in play. Get bearish again below 175, but it really need to break that 172 level. We got a bunch of buying pressure, potential double bottom here, okay? For this double bottom to play out, it needs to clear 176 to trigger more upside. If it breaks down 175, not a good look. 172 is more likely to break down to go test lower targets at 170 and 167.4ish. Tesla, beautiful play on Tesla. I mentioned to stay bullish as long as above the 200 daily moving average. This was after we tested the bull flag breakout. Okay, it was a legitimate breakout because we found buying pressure there. Mentioned to stay bullish above the 200. Look to long above 204, and we Tesla got as high as 209.8. Almost hit my 210 target. So for tomorrow, stay bullish as long as above 204. Let's see if we can break 210 to go hit 214 and 217. All right, below 204, the 200 daily moving average is back in play, which is around 199. If that fails, we could possibly go back and hit this bull flag support at 194.5ish. Apple trying to defy gravity. It broke out yesterday's high, canceling the double top. All right. Managed to close around 180. I had resistance around 180. We are so close back to all-time high for Apple. Isn't that amazing? So close back to all-time high. All-time high is at 182.94. We can round it to 183, okay? So if it can clear 180, stay above 180. All right, support's at 179.3, but if it can clear 180, 183 is in play, and possibly new all-time highs. This is amazing. If you want to get bearish on Apple, please don't call the top. Wait for a false breakout setup. We need to see support fail starting with 179.3, 178. And the orange trend line is now at 175. Needs to break down 175 to trigger swing longs. Swing shorts, not swing longs. If 175 fails, do not look to swing longs. Look to swing shorts. All right? Not today. I want to do something special. I might, if you guys let me know, like the video, comment below. I'm covering NVDA. All right, let me know if you guys want to see more NVDA. I'm looking to replace this with the DXY. All right, don't ask me why. Just let me know yes or no. All right. But yeah, a lot of volatility with the NVDA. So wanted to cover it, give you guys the level in case you guys want to trade it. If you suck at risk management, I do not recommend trading NVDA, but if you're good, got some experience, definitely look to trade it. Now, here's my levels. All right, currently is around 398.7. Okay, so I have support at 395 and 392.8. If those levels fail, 390, 386.6, 380 would be in play with 377.7 below. 377.7 fail. That will be very bearish because it looks like a head and shoulder pattern is forming. So 377.7, which is my 78.6 fib level, that looks like about where the neckline is. Okay, now resistance is at 399. If 399 clears, if bulls want more upside, it got to clear 399. If 399 clears, 402.7, 406.8, and 412ish would be in play. All right, so above 399 and 402.7, bullish. Below 395 and 392.8, bearish. Okay, remember that. Write it down. Do what you got to do. The VIX, good to see the VIX dropping when the SPY is popping. However, it came down to 15.5. That's the previous support. Bottom there around May 1st. Found that again on June 1st. Very interesting. If you want a double bottom, VIX gonna have to pop and recapture 16.3 and 17 to put 18.5, 19, and 20 back in play. Okay, 15.5 fails, guys. We could see lower lows, and it's gonna be crazy because that would possibly mean the SPY is going higher. All right, here's the dark pool, 1.7 billion at the 417.68 level. That's very close to my 417.5 level, guys. So keep that in mind. If that level fails, it could be bearish. Take a look at the option flow here. SPY, filter for 500K premiums or above. 90% in the puts. Over 90,000 contracts going to puts. So much of these puts. And yet the SPY continue to rise. A lot of big money's getting smashed this year. I mean, to be fair, they got some time on it. But if we look at the expiration date, that's like a month out. Expiration date that's like a month out or less. Overall bearish, and they're probably getting smashed. Although to be fair, a lot of these entries was around the 421.5 and 422 level. Some entered pretty close to 423. Probably the worst entry here is 417.3, but that was a block order. All right, so that's the short term triple Q. How's triple Q? This is the short term. So short term triple Q is bullish 85% 1 month out. IWM bullish 1 month out. Apple bullish for 1 month out. Tesla bullish. Everything is bullish in the short term though. Tells me a different story, doesn't it? When we check the all contracts expiration date versus the short term, because usually bearish, but the short term is bullish. And here's the VIX. Nothing for the VIX. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys found value in this video. Remember the levels, know the setups, and just trade it unbiasedly, guys. All right. Level to level. Looking forward to trading with you guys tomorrow. Talk to you guys Saturday if I don't drop a video tomorrow. Other than that, have a great evening. Peace.